Hey everybody, it's your girl Char, the super chick. Guess what day it is? That's right, it's hump day and it's right around 7 p.m. It's time to relax, chill, and unwind with your girl Char, the super chick, on the evening wind down.
Char, sing! Yes!
You make me feel brand new.
So brand new.
My darling baby.
Here we go!
And no one does
What I want everyone to do right now,
do.
if you in love,
That's why
look him in the eye and say this.
you make me feel like a kid in a candy store. Just a sample make me want one more. Just a second, let me lock the door. The way you work make me wanna explore. It's like a full-size, perfect painted picture. I see them eyeing me and staring when I'm with ya. But it don't matter as long as I got you. The love's forever. I'm always gonna be true to you. You make me feel brand new, baby. My darling baby. You are so unique, baby. And no one does the things you do. That's why I love. From the top of your feet to the bottom of your Tim's, just so full grown, full grown. I'll always be right by your side, always be your ride or die, always be your ride or chick. Ain't nobody stopping this. That's the way you make me feel, boy. Ain't nobody doing it like you do. Ain't nobody do it quite like you do. You make me feel brand new, boy. You make me feel brand new. I'm satisfied, yeah. My darling baby. You and no one can do, and no one does the things you do. Do what you do, baby. That's why I love you. Nobody makes me feel the way you make me feel. At times I may not show it, just to know my love is real. The way you touch me and hold me, and everything you do, my heart, my mind, my soul belongs to you. And that's why I love you. You make me feel brand new, so brand new. My darling baby. Yeah. You, no one does the things you do. That's why I love. From the day that I met you, boy, I knew that you were full grown, full grown. And then I said to myself that I had to have you full grown, full grown. And no one can do what you do when you do it full grown, full grown. I'll always be right by your side, always be your ride or die, always be your ride or chick. Ain't nobody stopping it. Oh, baby. Brand new, boy. My darling baby. Ain't nobody do what you do when you do it. And no one does the things you do. I love it when we're talking, boy, I'm so into it. That's why I love
Char!
you. Love you, babe.
Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? This song was dedicated to the one you love. Make her feel brand new. Bring the beat back.
You have the gun, take the will.
They say good things come to those who wait. The wait is over.
It's the 11th annual Black Tie Affair.
The Masquerade Edition.
I wanna see my dogs on the mountaintops.
Oh, we're back for the new year.
On Saturday, January 7th, 2023.
With DJ Young Chow.
Nashville, Tennessee, it's your boy DJ Young Chop, Hot 97. It's all about the 11th annual Black Tie Affair. I'm bringing the bottles, I'm bringing the girls. It's gonna be so crazy.
Gotta try to wife for you all
Alongside DJ Gemini, DJ YB, and DJ Jenna. Ladies, be as sexy as you want to be.
The 11th Annual Black Tie Affair.
Masquerade Edition. Saturday, January 7th at Nashville Events. A night in Mysteryland. Located at 897 Elm Hill Pike.
Pre-sold tickets only $30. Couples $50.
Contact 615-378-8885.
The 11th Annual Black Tie Affair. Masquerade Edition.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in on this lovely, lovely Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you all on the 7th. I know my name wasn't mentioned on the commercial, but that's okay. I joined in a little bit late. But hey, better late than never. So make sure you guys get out the 7th for the 11th Annual Masquerade Black Tie Affair, or should I say the Black Tie Affair Masquerade Edition. Make sure you get out. I would love to see you guys there. I would love to meet you guys, take some pictures with you guys, or whatever, party with you guys. Ladies, make sure that you bring your boo thing or your side piece. No, I'm joking. No, keep it classy. Whatever you do, just make sure that you guys get out and have a good time here with us in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. It is hump day. We've made it almost through the week. We got, 2 days? Pretty much, yeah. We got about 2 days. I hope you all like the new artwork for the show. The artwork, I sat down and I looked over some things and I said, Char, it's 2023. We've been riding the wave for all this time, trying to build the brand, build the podcast, build the show, and just make it happen. And so, it takes time. Some people are fly-by-nights, overnight sensations. I've been there, done that. And now I'm rebranding. So when I thought about it, I said, it's a new year. We need a fresh look. We need a fresh, intro. And shouts out to T Swang for doing the intro for all the years back, in which I kept it because he's a good friend of mine and he went out of his way to do the jingle for the show. But it's 2023. I want to bring some fresh heat, and I probably, more than likely, I'm going to do my own jingle for my own show because it's my show, and what better yet than to have me bless me. So, yeah. But as far as the artwork, I was so amazed. I had the pleasure of working with 27 Horizon on the artwork, and he probably was like, this lady is impossible. But no, it didn't take that long. I'm joking. But it was pretty good. And it was easy working with him. Him and his wife, they got together. We talked. I gave him the idea of what I wanted. I said, I need something fresh. I need something new. I need something that shows me, my face. Like, I deserve to be seen. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the other artwork, but it didn't show me. And so when you guys Google the evening wind down with Char, you need to be able to see who Char is. And so everything that we are doing this year moving forward is to rebrand the show, bring the show out, and really, really just get the show where it needs to be. And without you guys, we would not be as far as we've came. And I just want to thank you all for your love, your support throughout the years. And hopefully you stay on with me and continue to grow with me. And it's nothing but greatness to come. So with saying that, I want to get into the show, and just to throw this out there, everybody always say, well, what's your show geared around? What is it? What do you talk about? And I always just say, I talk about everything, but I had to be a little more clear, and I had to just say, Char, get with it. This is what you love to do. This is what you've always done. Get serious and get with it. So most of you know that we talk about relationships a lot. And so the show is geared around relationships. We talk about relationships. We talk about love. We talk about self-building, and it's inspiration. So when you Google the evening wind down with Char, you know that, hey, if I need some love advice, or I'm going through something in my relationship, let me see what Char is talking about or what Char has to say. You know that you can get that here at the evening wind down. Now let's get to it. So I had a lot of things and then I know being a host and the author of a podcast, you have to really just put yourself in things that you have knowledge of. And that is one of the things that I have knowledge of. It's no secret. I've been married a few times, mother at an early age, been through some things. So I've been there. So when we talk about relationships, this is what I do. This is what I know. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about, do you think it's possible to stay with your mate after he or she has conceived a child from a third party while you're in the relationship? I've been there too. See what I tell you when I say, I talk about things that I've been through, that I've dealt with, and the thought of it clenches your soul, it clenches your mind, it clenches your heart. Just the thought of, the first thing you're going to say is, hell no, ain't no way. I'm out. I'm not going to deal with that. Question. Could you stay with your mate if he or she had an outside child while you guys were in the relationship? What if she was pregnant? She cheated and got pregnant. Would you stay? Would you go? Now, I'm going to speak for the ladies. Make sure you guys hop into the chat room. Make sure you leave me some comments. Make sure you talk to me. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what your mind is saying. Pretty soon, we are going to open back up the line so that we can take incoming calls and really just have open discussions on the topics that we choose. But tonight is just me. You guys can message me in the chat room. Let me know what you're thinking. You can message me on Facebook, Instagram. Also follow me on all the platforms available to follow on. Now, back to the topic. When I tell you guys, that's like the biggest no-no in a relationship, because you think about it and it's bad enough that you're going to go out and cheat, and you have some people in their minds, if we're not married, it's not cheating. Although this person has committed to you, this person has gave up everything to try and build up to being married. Because, it's like they say, why would you pay for the cow when you're already getting the milk? That saying right there. But think about it. If you were not the type of woman and had those qualities that this man wanted in a wife, would it ever happen? So that's something else to think about. So you get those people that feel like, I'm not married, so it's not cheating. But it is cheating if you've already dedicated to this person and this person is dedicated to you. Not only are you cheating, but now you're cheating unprotectedly. So what in your mind would think like, oh my God, I am going to stay with this person after I know this person just exposed me to all kind of stuff. Not only broke my heart, broke my spirit, broke my soul, and in the thought of, what in the hell am I going to do now? Now, I've been there, done that. It's the worst feeling in the world. I can only voice my opinions and my thoughts and how I will handle it now from my past experience. At that time, I was like, oh, no. Ain't no way. But guess what? I stayed in it. I remember I was in the supermarket and best friend of mine, Char, who baby you got, girl? And I think I said, this is my baby. She said, when the hell you have a baby? But anyway, it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. But some women will feel like, I'm not going to leave and let you go and be with that person that you've already cheated on me with. Even if I really, really, really hate you right now and don't want to be with you, in the back of my mind, I'm not leaving for you to go and be with her. Because now you got a child with this person. So I already know as soon as I end it with you, you going to go right and be with her. And then y'all going to have a happy family. And then I'm really out. So you find those people that stay there, knowing deep down inside the hurt, the pain, every time the thought of that woman being pregnant or this child being brought into your lives, you cringe. And you see celebrities that do it and live through it and last through it, but this is real life. We don't have a lot of nannies. We don't have a lot of money to make stuff disappear. This is real life. These are things that we have to face in relationships. So with me, I think it was more so, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. My mind was in a million thousand places. But why am I going to leave you for you to go and be with her? Which was totally wrong on my part. Because when a person has hurt you so bad to your core, that is a scar that probably will never heal. You always feel that deep down inside somewhere, or when the situation arises that may not even be with you, with somebody else, it brings back the feeling, the hurt. That's the wrong thing. For me, it was the wrong thing. But for years, stayed in it, The nights of the baby mama calling and I need this, I need that. And you trying to be a good woman. Because this is the thing. You got some women that just don't care. And some women be like, oh, hell no, you ain't gonna never see that child. You better not bring that baby over here. You better not bring that baby over there, da, da, da. But then you have some women that are really genuine good people that are like, no, if I'm gonna be with you, and rest my grandmother's soul, I had the conversation with my grandmother during that time, and she said something so very important to me. How are you? Because at first I probably was thinking that too. Oh, hell no, ain't no way this child ain't coming around me, and da 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 da, and you ain't gonna be seeing that child. And I had a conversation with my grandmother, and she said, it's no way you're going to forgive him and not accept the child. Such powerful words. How can you forgive him and not accept the child that didn't ask to be here, didn't ask to be put in the middle of all the triflingness that's going on and all that stuff? So, you tend to listen to your grandparents, your parents, your elders. You listen. And you think about the hurt and the pain, and then you say, well, maybe if I stay right here right now, things will get better. Things will change. Maybe I can learn to deal with it. And you do. You learn to deal with it. But every look in that child's face, your thought is, why couldn't it have been me? Why didn't we have a baby? That's the thought that crosses your mind in that instance, in that situation. And it's just, you're putting yourself through hurt, you're putting yourself through pain, you're putting yourself through all kind of mental stuff, and you can brush it off. And then here's the thing, here's the kicker. Some people are okay with it. After a while, they're just like, yeah, girl, come on. What's today? Oh, y'all having a party? I'm gonna be there too. Now, I think it's a part of me that can be mature enough to say, yeah, I mean, if it's a birthday party, we all gonna go. Whatever. I'm mature enough to sit down with you as long as you're cordial with me. But in the back of my mind, I'm knocking your head off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. It's pure torture. Now, I think with men, I don't think women would stand a chance. I honestly don't think that a man would be so quick to accept me. If I'm pregnant, I've cheated on you and I've got pregnant. Now you find some, and I'm not going to say all, but you do find some that are deeply invested and feel like, I'm going to give you another chance, and I'm going to love you, and I'm going to love that child, and I'm going to deal with that child. But do you really allow her to have a relationship with the child's father? Because this is the thing, when you have kids by a person, you are embedded in their lives until that child is an adult. And sometimes even after that. But you still play a part as parents. Unless you're just one of them parents that run off and don't want to be involved and leave the child with the other parent. But when you have two parents that conceive, whether it's through cheating or whether it's through whatever, you're embedded in that child's life. So now it's not you and me, it's you, me, he, or she. In this big old, because it's trifling. In this big old trifling situation. Because I feel like it's one thing to cheat, but it's another thing to cheat unprotected. Now, I know in the heat of the moment, drunkenness, whatever y'all want to call it, people think like, I'm just finna get it real quick. Ain't nothing gonna happen. God is with me. And you even say a little prayer afterwards. Ooh, Lord, I hope I ain't catching nothing in the meanwhile. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it does happen. But it's immature and it's trifling. And it's unfair to the person that you're with. Because not only could you have conceived, you could have took home a STD. You could have took home HIV. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a lot of different things that could have happened from your moment, in the heat of the moment, the passion that I just can't say, first of all, I'm going to take my tail home. I ain't finna get caught up. Or second of all, if I am going to be that weak, wait a minute. You know that moment, everybody done been there. Hold up. You got a condom? Well, what you got? You know? You know what I'm saying? So it's trifling all the way around. It doesn't make it better. But to me, it's worse if you're going to go out, have an affair, and not use protection. So now, a month later, you got this person texting you, calling you, saying, yo, we need to talk. We need to talk. Could you stay in that relationship with that person, knowing that this situation is about to change your whole life? Nothing will ever be the same. Not the way you guys communicate, not the way you talk. And now, this is one of those quirky moments to where some women feel that after a man cheats, it brings them closer, which is the most craziest thought that women have, but we have it, right? You want to know why? Because after you cheat, now you are Mr. Belvedere. You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're buying me things. You're at home more than usual because the guilt has set in and sank in, and you feel like we have gotten closer since the cheat. Women think that in the back of their mind sometimes. It's just like one of those things that after, you know, those women that don't feel right unless they're getting beat on or unless they're in some type of verbal altercation with their guy, and then now I feel important. The funny thing is, some women feel like that after their mate has cheated on them. Now, I don't know about men. I can't speak about men, how they feel. But one thing I have witnessed in my lifetime is we are more willing to accept a situation, whether it be bringing in another child, whether it be you cheating, whether it be you leaving us for a period of time. We are more subject to take you back. Men, I just think men never forget. They never treat you the same. They never trust you. They never respect you the same. They never look at you the way they could have once looked at you once that line is crossed. Now, fellas, if I'm wrong, by all means, tell me. You know, tell me. Just say, hey, Char, you tripping. I will be okay with it. There's not one that I know. Well, maybe one, but not many that I know that would be okay with me saying, babe, I got to tell you something. I cheated and I might be pregnant. And for you to say, throw a fit, you know, fight a little bit and then say, well, baby, we're going to handle it. Some men do. Not any that I know. Because think about it. How can you look at me the same? Knowing, and especially if it's a situation that you and I may have once tried to conceive and we couldn't conceive. Because, you know, women, once you get past 30, you really don't want kids. But every now and then you get baby fever. So think about the situation now. You have baby fever, but you really don't want a baby. But then your man goes out, cheat, brings home another baby. And you ain't conceiving. That's the most hurtful feeling in the world. So my advice, if you were put in that situation, if you're going to forgive the man, you got to accept the child. There is no one or the other. You get what I'm saying? To me, it's not that, baby, you can come home, but ain't no way that child coming around. Ain't no way you going over there. Ain't no way, you know, you're doing this and doing that. And then it leads up to him sneaking around because he's going to do it. So if you're that type of person, you need to let it go. Me now at my age, if somebody cheated on me, I'm out. I ain't got time to be doing no backslides, taking back, doing no forgiving. I forgave enough in my lifetime. Because at this point in age, we should all be adults enough to know that, hey, if it's going so bad, or if and this is the thing, people gonna look now. There's some fine women and there's some fine brothers. You wouldn't have eyes in the back of your head if you never looked at somebody and thought to yourself, man, they fine. But do you act on it? You get what I'm saying? But we should all be at that age. And we should all be in the mindset that I'm not going to put myself in a position or a place to where my back is even going to be up on the wall like that. Because if I'm in a situation and it's a little too much, I'm going home. Like, I already know what can happen and what can lead on with too many drinks and too much. Anything could be going on at home. Y'all could be in a bad place. Y'all could be not really sexually active. And then now you're in a position that every Django is looking good and everything is looking. Go home. Like, we should always be in that position, right, by our age. You know, our mindset should be strong enough that, and if I'm in a position and I'm not happy to say, you know, I saw myself with you at first, but I really don't see a future in this, or I really don't see us being married forever, and I really just want to be free and be with other people. Because women, we're funny creatures. What we'll do is, we have lived by ourselves for so long, we ain't really trying to move in with nobody. No, we'll be in relationships and mess around and do all stuff, but I'm really not trying to combine myself with yours just yet. Men, I think some men just roll with the stone. They roll with the wind, you know. And sometimes you're in a situation that you're in a healthy relationship, but your back gets against the wall and you don't know when to get out. And that's when the cheating happens. And that's when, I'm not even going to call it a mistake, because if you're having unprotected sex and could possibly conceive an outside child, it's not a mistake. There's no way you should be able to say, baby, I made a mistake. It's not a mistake. It was a choice. You made the choice, first and foremost, to go out and have an affair. Second of all, you made the choice to not wear protection while having an affair. But that goes back to the selfishness of human beings. Human beings are just so selfish at times that when your mind is made up that you're going to do one specific thing, you're not thinking about who could be hurt. You're not thinking about what could happen. All you're thinking about is what you want at that moment and at that time, and whatever consequences come. If you're like me, you weigh your options. You're like, hey, I know if I do this, that's going to happen. If I do that, that's going to happen. Are you really willing to say, you know what, if I get caught, I'm ass out? Nowadays, people take it to the next level of no return. You know what I'm saying? So you've already made in your mind, I'm willing to take these consequences, these risks, and deal with these consequences. So it's no mistake when people go out and conceive a child or even cheat for that, you know, because, I mean, passions run wild. Most times when cheating starts, it starts with an emotional relationship with somebody. Could be a coworker, could be somebody you see all the time, could be somebody you started online chatting with. It could be somebody, you know, y'all jumping in the inbox or whatever. Now you have this emotional connection with this person. And I'll tell you that emotional is way harder to cut than physical. Because it's an attraction. It's one of those things, you get up in the morning, if somebody is messaging you every morning, good morning, beautiful, and your spouse or your mate is not doing that, you look forward to that. At that moment, you've already opened yourself up and feel vulnerable for those type of things to happen. Because usually when cheating starts, it's an emotional connection first. And that's also cheating. People think just because I'm messaging you or you texting me and we flirting and saying little things and it's all good, that's cheating. It's the worst type of cheating if you ask me. Now, I'm not by far went to school to be a relationship expert. I am a relationship person by trade because I've been through any and everything. So when you come to me and say, now this is the thing, y'all gonna think I'm fibbing, but I'm a country girl. In my family, when you dream about fish, somebody's pregnant, right? I don't know about y'all, but when you dream about fish, it's normally whoever is in your dream that's either pregnant, got somebody pregnant, it's one of the two. So I had this dream about fish, a big old can of tuna sitting in the middle of my living room. It was just like, what in the world? And this person was in the dream, so I was just like, you got somebody pregnant, huh? No. But it eventually came out. But women, we have intuitions. We know. I don't know if y'all dream about fish. I don't know, we all have that thing that lets us know what's going on. So the question is, if that happened to you, could you stay in the relationship? Now I can't see, not at this age, but for some people, maybe if you're married, it's a little different because you're just like, we're married. In the eyes of God, for better or for worse, we took those vows, for better or for worse, for sickness of rich, whatever, sickness of poor, riches or what, I don't even remember. That's how long ago it's been. That marriage was such a sham. But anyway, for some people, I could see them staying in the situation due to being married. But when you're not married, what's keeping you there with this person that so negligently left you open for risk? You got to ask yourself. But the question is for you all, would you stay? And I don't want people to just think right off the head because, first thing we do is think off the dome. Hell no, man. Ain't no way. I want you to really dig deep and just think about your situation that you're in now and the person that you're with and how much you love them. Like, man, could I deal with that? Would I stay? It all boils down to self-love. How much do you love yourself? And we always say, I love me, girl. But be the first ones to let somebody tear us down verbally, physically, sometimes mentally. It's all about self-love. When you love yourself to the point of, I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. I'm not going to tolerate fornication. I'm not going to tolerate you downplaying me. I'm not going to tolerate you down talking me. You would not deal with that. You have to take care of yourself in a situation to where now this person has went out, not only cheated on me, which is horrible, but now brought a new life into this world. And I got to accept it if I'm going to be with this person and then deal with this other woman and all this type of stuff. Is that loving yourself? Is that self-care? Or is that putting a whole lot of stress on you? And think about it. Did that person love you enough to just, I'm about to rip these pants off. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Oh no, I got a woman at home. I'm good. I can't even see myself going through with that. Or did this person say, you know what? F it. I'm in here now. Ain't no turning back. How much do you love yourself? Is it worth your mental? Is it worth, and it's very embarrassing. Everybody's looking at you with the side eye. Is it worth it? So what I want you guys to do is take this topic. I want to know what you really think. What would you really do? But I also want men and women. This is not just a topic for women. This is for everybody. Because fellas, if a woman really loves you, ain't no way she gonna lay down with nobody else. It's just not. And I think if it got to that point to where she was getting ready to go there, I think it would be a conversation. This is a real woman. I'm not talking about no little girls. I'm not talking about no whatever. I'm talking about a real woman. So if you have a woman that's in this situation, that's cheating on you, still, with the exes and this and that and the third, and I got to be completely honest. I'm 45 years old. I've been in this relationship for 4 years. And to be real, this is the first relationship to where I'm like, I really, really love this guy. And I'm not going to do anything to mess it up. Like, seriously. Because women, you keep old flames, you do this, you do that. And when you find that person that you really love, you're like, no, I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize or hurt this person, because you don't want to hurt the person that you're with. So, fellas, it goes for you, too. If you got a woman that is doing all this outside cricket stuff, or always just putting it on you, you ain't doing this, that's why I'm doing that. You ain't doing this, that's why I'm doing that. You need to ask yourself how much you love yourself. And you deserve better. You don't deserve for your woman to go out and get pregnant by somebody else, and then now you're all in it. It's trifling. It's trifling as hell, and there's no excuse for it. I'm not saying that hey, by all means, if you're the type of person that's like, I don't care what happens, I'm standing right here 10 toes down, we're going to ride the wave out, I give you all the blessings in the world. But I still say, maybe you should question how much you love yourself. And you have to rip yourself from the inside out and pick everything apart. How much do I love Char? Do I really love Char? What is the meaning of loving myself? Not just a saying. What does it mean to really love myself? So if you're in a situation and it should happen to you, what would you do? Would you stay? Would you go? Would you do, we hope nothing crazy, but what would you do? Could you stay in that relationship? So I want to welcome you all back next week with a new topic. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. The wine of the hour. Now, y'all, this is so funny. Now, y'all know Taylor Port, right? And every time I go to the store, it's sold out. So everybody must really love Taylor Port. So, guys, I am drinking the wine of the night. It's Taylor Port. I'm really not drinking a lot because I'm trying to curve, get in shape. And I'm 45 now. I want to make sure my health is up to par, and I want to make sure I'm doing things right. And that's also a part of self-care and self-love, making sure your health is on track, making sure you're keeping your physicals. And, once you get a certain age, you want to make sure that you're exercising, you're eating right, you're sleeping good, no stress. I'm at the point in my life right now, I don't want no stress. People are like, we ain't heard from Char. We ain't Char. No, you know what Char doing? Char is learning herself, and Char is learning how to be a better person. And Char is learning how to move to the next person so she can be her own boss. It's not that I'm acting one way. It's just I want to be a better person. I want to live a long life, and I want to be healthy. And having stress and all this drama and all that stuff, it's not good for anybody. So make sure you're giving yourself self-care and self-love. So, wine of the night. It's Taylor Port. Everybody loves it. Everybody likes it. It gets you where you want to be. It's always sold out in the stores. So, y'all, I enjoyed you guys tonight. That is my time. It's your girl, Char, the Super Chick. You guys have just tuned into the Evening Wind Down. Hoping that I get to see you guys this Saturday. It is $30 a person, $50 a couple. Nashville, Tennessee. The link is in the bio. I do not want to say the word of the event space, the name of the event space, wrong, because I know it's new now. And if y'all know me, y'all know my mind is short as a dot sometimes. But I hope to see you all this weekend. Y'all be safe. Happy New Year's to you. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If it's something that you disagree with, by all means, I'm open for it, and I would like to know and get that feedback from you guys. That's my time. One life, one love. It's your girl Char, the Super Chick. You've listened to the Evening Wind Down.